Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the guilt of missing out on your child's school events. The pain that you see on your child's face when they come back from a school event that you were not able to attend while all the rest of the parents were there. Being a single African mom in the diaspora is not something that we can talk about easily. One is because you do not have a very good support system out here. You don't have your parents, you don't have your siblings, you don't have your sisters, you don't have good friends that you can call out or ask to come and stand in for you. So most times you find that because you're juggling between survival, in which case you need to go to work, you need to make some money for your children to be comfortable, to pay the bills, to pay school fees, to buy the things that your children need. You end up so busy that when there is any kind of school event, you're not able to attend. Most times you tell your child, I will try to be there, though I'm busy today, but I will try to be there. But at the end of the day, you realize that you do not make it. You don't make it. Not because you did not want to be there, but because you have to be able to make that single coin and put it all together to be enough for the bills that are supposed to be paid in the house. You're a single mom, which means you do not have somebody else to call in. You don't have somebody else that you can say, okay, if I don't go today, at least someone will bring in a few coins for us to manage. So being a single mom in the diaspora, and you have children who are school going, they're actively participating in school events, and you know your child loves the events that they are participating in. Maybe they're a footballer, they're playing basketball, they are playing soccer, they are in drama club and all that kind of thing. And the child comes to tell you about this event or a tournament and things like that, and they are very excited because they know parents will be there and they expect you as their parent to also be there, but you're not able to go. It breaks your heart to know deep down that you're not going to be able to make it to that event, and it is not the first. You have failed to attend the first, the second, the third, the fourth. It's almost 10 of them that you've never attended. And you know it is not because you do not want to be present for your child in their school events. Now, why do I talk about school events particularly? Because this is where your child is spending 3/4 of their time with their peers. And most times you know what it means for foreign kids. And more particularly for children from Africa. In the schools where they go to, they are facing a lot of challenges. And when they get themselves into sports activities, these are the places where they showcase how talented they are. These are the places where they build their self-esteem. They build their courage. And the parents within these countries, they are available because they have relatives. And these are their countries, which means that even if the mom is not able to come, the dad will be there. If the dad is not able to come, grandma will come. If grandma is not able to come, at least an uncle, an aunt, or an older brother will be there. In your case, as a single African mom, you are alone with your children in the diaspora, meaning that you do not have somebody to call to ask to come and stand in for you. You don't have a grandmother to tell, please come and stand in for me during this tournament so that I can go to work. You don't have a sister to call to tell to come and stand in for you. All of these responsibilities fall on you. You have to go to work because you need the money. You have to go to work because you need to pay the bills. But at the same time, your child needs your attention at school to help build and boost their self-esteem and build their confidence. So how do we go about this as a single mom? Before we talk about how you're going to be able to manage or to how you can navigate these challenges, first I need to remind you that you're a wonderful mom, you're doing all the best that you can, and you're giving your best as a single mom. So do not beat yourself up. Do not try to minimize the effort that you're putting. Do not cry yourself to sleep thinking that you're not a good mom. You are a good mom, and you're doing a good job. You are a good mom and you're giving the best that you can. Feel appreciated, feel loved. Okay? So, what do we do when we find ourselves in these scenarios, in which case your child has an event at school, they're going to be performing, they're going to be participating in a competition, and parents have been invited, and you know these parents they're going to be there. All of them are coming except you. So what do you do to make sure that your child does not feel out of place? Number one, you need to talk to your child. You need to sit down and talk to your child. Tell them why you will not be able to come. Do not keep telling your child every single time. The first time you can use, I will try and be there, and fail to come. It can be excused with something that you will explain from work. But you cannot use that excuse 2-3 times. It reaches a point where they will realize that you're prioritizing other things more than them. So you need to sit down with them and tell them why you are not able to make it to that function or event or that tournament on that day. Talk to them. The kids of this generation understand what it means to work and to pay bills. So talk to them and let them know why you're not able to make it to that event. Let your child know that you're going to work is the reason why they are able to participate in that event, because you're paying for that, for what is required for that tournament or whatever it is that is required for that competition. So make them understand the magnitude of the sacrifice you're making as a mom vis-a-vis the kind of sacrifice they're making towards achieving their talent. Number two, do not diminish your child's talent because you're not able to go there. Do not be this kind of parent that tells your child not to participate just because you're not able to attend. Encourage your child to be part of everything that they want to be part of that is positively building them. Remember, you are in a foreign country, this child is in a foreign place, and they're really struggling to work on their self-esteem so that they are able to mingle and interact with their fellows or their peers comfortably. So these are some of the channels within which they try to interact comfortably with their peers. So talk to your child, encourage them to participate, encourage them to be part of these events, encourage them to explore their talents. Okay, in as much as you're not able to go there, finance what is needed for those events or for those tournaments or for those sports activities. Try to make sure that you finance them so that they do not feel left out more than once. Imagine this situation. Your child is going to this school where almost all the kids are playing rugby, and some of them are playing basketball, some of them are playing football, some of them are in drama and music. And you know that every time they're going for any kind of competition, there is money that is supposed to be paid for these children to join the participation. So your child has trained all this time with their peers. They've been training for basketball or they've been training for football. And it's almost the last days to the competition. And all the rest of the team have paid for the journey to this new destination for the competition, except your child. Yet at the same time, you're not able to attend. You don't want to be that kind of parent. So if you are not able to attend, then finance what they need for them to be able to make it there. Which means that you are showing your child that you sacrifice you're making. This sacrifice that you're making is not going to waste. You are not able to make it because you need the money for them to be able to have fun where they are going, for them to be able to go and participate in that event. So it is important that you communicate with your child, tell them in advance. Do not stop your child from participating in school events just because you're not able to attend. Do not tell your child just because you're not able to attend those functions, then they should not be part of them. No. You will be contributing to lowering your child's esteem. You will be contributing to the kind of frustration that your child is facing at school. Now, I'm talking to you as a single African mom because you know what I'm addressing. You understand what your child goes through in the schools where they are. It might not be obvious, but you know, it comes across very subtle, in very subtle ways, but it is present. It is present. Somehow your child will feel a little bit different from the rest of the class. So when rest of his peers. So it is important that you try to make sure that you boost this with your presence when you can. And then if you're not able to come, then try and make sure that you finance it. And the other thing, if you have a friend, because you meet friends out here and you make friends. So if you have friends that are available on that day, you can ask them to stand in for you for a few hours. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. We said last time that being a single mom is difficult. Being a single mom in the diaspora is not easy. So asking for help is not an offense. It is okay for you to ask for help. So if you have somebody that can stand in for you, well and good. Ask them to go, to be present on your behalf. But you will need to explain to your child first why the other person has to be there, not you. Remember that every sacrifice that you're making as a single mom out here, I see you, I feel you. I've been there, I'm still there, and I know that you can make it. The good thing about being a single mom is normally we tend to have very open communication and conversations with our children. Start that as early as possible. Start communicating freely with your children. Create room for your children to speak to you freely. It helps a lot. So do not feel bad about not attending that function, but try to make sure that the next one, or at least major ones like school parents meetings, when there is award ceremonies at school, graduation ceremonies, do not miss such kind of events. Those are really big events in a child's life, and you need to be present. Try to make sure that you balance and be present somehow, even at least once or twice. I hope that you will be encouraged that you're not failing. You're not failing as a parent. You're doing the best that you can, and you're giving the best that you can. And I hope that this information has given you an encouragement, has encouraged you somehow to figure out ways to handle what you're going through right now. If all of this resonated with you, please share, please like, please subscribe so that we get more and more of these lessons or these avenues of managing our lives in the diaspora as single African moms. I wish you all the best with your children, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, and just know that you are a wonderful mom and you're doing your very best. All the best in everything that you're pursuing. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Bye.